Hey everyone, welcome to Soul Messages.
Yeah, we missed you last week. Hi.
So, how is everyone? We're coming a little bit early here tonight, but
Always good to be early.
so we'll see who joins us tonight.
When you're early, you're on time, right? You know that expression? When you're on time, you're late.
So, say hello if you like a message.
What are you in the mood for tonight, Sam?
I don't know what's going to come through tonight. I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Okay.
No idea what's going to happen here.
Oh, that's
It's the mystery of life. We don't know what's going to happen. We just have to accept what unfolds.
well. Last week was the holiday, and we were out shopping. Got home late. It's too late for soul messages.
Yeah, I was thinking too. Maybe we don't really need to be live every week. It's good to
I
take a
don't know.
break once
Let's
in a while.
see. Yeah, once in a while.
Good to
Yeah,
take a
we can
break.
see how. There's Cat.
Yeah, there's Kat. Hi,
Okay.
Kat.
You want to take Cat or should
Yeah, I'll
I?
take Kat. So,
Okay.
how you doing, Kat? Let me see what the energy is here around Kat. I'm going to pull this card and start with the energy. And let's take a look here. I love this card. I am light. It's just reminding you of your true essence that we are of light, that we are of spirit. And if we're in this place of spirit, there's always possibilities. But the mind gets really caught up in the story of the body, what's happening in the world, the state of separation. So I am light really just reminds you you are one with the light of all that is. There's no separation that if you come into a state of oneness, that everything's sort of there's a synchronicity that happens when we're separated
Yeah.
and divided that creates all the chaos, stress, anxiety, worry, illness, disease, whatever you name it, comes from a state of separation. Let's see. And Kat, I pulled some Shaman's Oracle deck cards here for you. Oh, I love this perfect card. So you're getting the exile card. Separate yourself from anything that takes you outside of yourself, that separates you from your own light, that creates that division, that separation. And realize the spirit of truth is within you, that light is the truth. And then, of course, you're getting the challenge card because the mind's so active and it's grabbing you constantly, but the spirit is trying to get you here into this moment. So that's the constant battle we're facing, if you will, is how do I stay on my truth, my light, without falling into the traps, the demands of the mind?
Okay. I think I'm going to take Susan Riley because that question looks like something more for you.
All right, I'll
I'll.
look at that.
Yeah, Stacy. Sam. I feel Sam would do a better job. Susan. Hi, Susan. Let me pull three cards for you. I hope you well. Um, one more from here. Well, let's see what we've got. Okay, so I'm going to read it within the context that's going to make sense. This is Dharma unfolding, so it's like a story that's progressing into another chapter. So chapter after chapter will reveal what's next and what's next and what's going to happen as things unfold. Don't try to rush things or force things. Just let things unfold naturally. And then the next card goes really along with it. It's your own path. So what it's saying, you're following your own path. If you follow someone else's path, things will get delayed, things will get messed up, they won't come to fruition, things will go awry. But if you let that Dharma unfold and follow your path, it will be an amazing combination. And the love, this is partnership with others, this is joint activities. What it's telling me is that it's a good time for social connections and relaxing and meeting with friends and family, and that will help relax you to stay on your path and to connect with who you really are. And yes, this is connecting with your ancestors. So the answers align within you, and your ancestors are helping you, but you're the one who truly has to decide what's your path and to follow your own truth.
All right, Stacy, this is about your commercial building. The way I'm feeling called to pull this information is I'm pulling the shaman's deck. And there's three cards coming out from the shaman's deck. The first one is this week. The second one is next week.
I knew you'd do a good job of this.
And the third one is future. So let's take a look at week one. What's the card? Tradition card. Tradition means keeping your rituals, routines the same, keeping everything consistent what you normally have done to relax the mind and stay present. So what that's telling me is if you're relaxed and not stressed out, not worried, not in this place of busy mind stuff, then it will sell this week. Now let's see what the next week holds. The honor card. So maybe you didn't do a good job this week of keeping away the stress, the anxiety, the busyness of the mind. So then you get week two to try that again, if you will, of honoring yourself, of trusting your own insights, to relax, to trust that everything's going to unfold as it needs to unfold. Now, if it doesn't work out the first, second week, then what's the third week? What's the future hold? Not necessarily the third week. It could be the next month, the month after that. Didn't really say anything specific on timing. So what you're going to be dealing with if it doesn't sell over the next 2 weeks is a lot of fear. And just what I'm feeling from this card is if you're in a fearful state, it will never sell. So all the three cards really line up perfectly. The traditional card, really honoring and listening to yourself and not allowing the busyness of the mind, doing those centering practices. That's the tradition, is doing the centering practices. So then you get a second week to try it again. If the first week failed, was to honor yourself, to listen to yourself, to trust yourself. So you're really getting two chances for that. Then what's going to happen in the future is you're going to now rely into default fear state. My mind's too busy. I'm too worried, too anxious, which is creating a block on that sale. So all the cards are saying the same. The more you relax and trust yourself, the more likely it will sell.
Right. And it's very busy. I don't know who's next or what. You want us to take a look, Sam, and help me out?
I don't know. It's really.
There's a lot of people before that.
Yeah.
A lot.
How about Annette?
Okay, let me read the question. Oh, that's a whole lot of loaded question. Let's take it one piece at a time.
Maybe just take one question of it, because that seems like a full reading. We don't really have the time for all of that.
We don't. I'm going to address your relationship. Oh my goodness, look at what it's saying. It's saying, in order to really, really have a great relationship with anyone, and we know this, but the cards are saying it. The very first card is you must love yourself. You must accept yourself. The more you do that, the greater the chances of having a wonderful relationship. People like to be around people with confidence and like themselves. And for you, it's critical in this situation to spend more time with you and not make the relationship larger than life. You're the main attraction. You're the star of the movie. And the Chariot is, don't be impulsive. Take action when necessary. So move things forward, but don't be in a rush. Don't be impatient. Take your time and let things unfold naturally. And then, yes, it's focused intention, which is absolutely saying the same thing, that if you just relax and you calm down and you keep the attention on yourself, loving yourself and giving off those positive vibes, you'll know when to act, and it will really calm you down. I'll pull one card for your mom. And the card I got was Cosmic Gateway. So everything will unfold as it's supposed to. Horus is a wise teacher, and the information's going to come to help your mom in all ways, that she'll have the right advice from the right people. Okay, Sam, your turn.
All right, I want to read for Arsley. All right, Arsley, I want to see what the energy is here. So if you need a message, just let us know. The scroll got really busy. And just let us know if you're still here,
Like
still need a
10
message.
people just popped up.
Yeah, so let's see.
We do what we can.
Yeah, so this is for Arsley. Let me see what the energy is around Arsley. Let's take a look here. You're getting the action card. But don't confuse action with busyness. That's really important when I'm feel for you is don't confuse action with busyness. The mind's telling you you need to do all these things. The action card is reminding you, do that one thing that makes a difference. Beware of the mind's busyness. Do that one thing that really matters, that's really important. And from there, we're going to go with my double deck here.
Where are you reading from?
This is Arsley.
Arsley.
Then I'm going to pull some Earth Magic cards here for Arsley to go along with the action. And action does not mean busyness. Action is taking that right step that really resonates for you. Like, oh, this is the one that's important, not all this busyness. Well, look at this. The eagle, the communion, goes perfect. It's about operating from this deeper place, from your heart. What's your instincts telling you? Your intuition. What's that one thing that needs to be done? That all the other stuff is just noise, but what's really important to you? And then when you really do that one thing that's important, you get the dragonfly, the emergence. So there's two messages there. The dragonfly is the illusion. That's the busyness. They're saying, don't do that. You're going to emerge a new you when you do that one thing. I'm keep getting one thing that's important. When you do that, it would change the whole thing around. It's like the emergence, the big shift that will come from that. Okay.
Okay, Shauna from Ireland.
Yes.
Hi, Shauna. Thank you. The first, I'm going to pull one at a time. I feel that would be the best way. This is protection around you, a father's love, whether it's literally your father or whether he's alive or not. It's the feeling of protectiveness, that you're being protected and guided. I feel like fathers, one of the main functions of being a father is to protect his children, right? You could be a woman who acts like a father, so somebody who's a primary parent, but you're feeling like you're really protected. And let's see what comes next. Start delegating. So this is saying that in order to take care of yourself, you need to start relaxing a little bit more and delegating responsibilities to others, not doing it all by yourself. All of this busyness is taking away from your concentration on yourself and your health and happiness. So that kind of protection, what it's telling you is to start letting other people do more, not taking everything on yourself. And that spirit awareness, when you do that, when you have more time for yourself by delegating chores and responsibilities, other people, your spirit will awaken because you're going to be more in tune with yourself. So I feel that we should stop here. This is a good message for you. All right.
All right, so let's take a look here. What I'm seeing is Chris Keller. So if there's anyone else that needs a message, let us know, because we can't always keep up with the scroll. So I'm just seeing Chris here. So Chris, feeling an animal for you, and actually feel another animal here. So I pulled the two animals, and I want to see, instead of the energy, I want to see what your word is here from this deck. Who if I've come here to be is this deck. Let's take a look. But I like the words. They're usually a good message here. So the word or the element. All right. So it's the quantum. You're getting the quantum card. It's just reminding you that you're connected to all that is, that there is no separation, that you can transform from this deepest level. And the mind is always operating the surface. The quantum is reminding you to go deeper, connect deeper. So let's see what else is going on with Chris with the with these cards. We're getting two animals here: the squirrel and the seal. So the squirrel is the preparation, getting ready for big changes. So maybe the mind's in a little bit of a fearful panic state. So you just need to relax. The more you relax, the more you'll know how to proceed through this by connecting deeper to that quantum element, if you will, the 0 point. And then you're also getting the seal, the imagination, immersing yourself in creative activities. So I really feel it's about getting into nature. It just feels lots of unsteadiness within your energy. That's the best way I can describe the way I'm feeling when I tune into you, Chris. It's really about keeping yourself grounded and centered. That will help with the imagination and help you get more creative on how to solve your situation. I just think you're just too busy. You need some nature. You need some connecting to Mother Earth, and really allow yourself to that creativity to come forth.
Okay, Shauna, thank you for confirmation because the first card is the Father card and it was strong. And again, the message, he's here to protect you and he's with you all the time. Thank you for confirming that. And the cards really help us, guide us in our readings. Who hasn't gotten read? Who needs someone who really, if you contacted us and we didn't read for you, just recontact us again. Because we are busy and we can only do so much. Who's next, Dowie?
Yeah, it looks like Dowie's next.
Hi, Dowie. And so regarding go my post. I don't understand it. What?
So what's insight? It looks like some of our projects are postponed.
Oh, well, I'll tell you right now, Mercury's retrograde. And when Mercury is retrograde in the sky for all of us, Mercury, it appears to be going backward. The planets go through this retrograde phase. And when Mercury is retrograde, things are postponed, things are delayed, things have to be redone. It's all about redoing. So this is a typical manifestation of what's going on in the sky. It's also Venus retrograde. So there's a lot of retrograde going back over and delays. So let's see, but let's pull up a few cards because I already know why you're getting this. And this is trust. This is trusting that things are going to move forward and that things are going to be okay. It's trust. What you're feeling now is, Dow, why are these things postponed? And I wanted to do them now. Just relax and trust that things will happen in their own time when they're supposed to. Right now, everyone's going through that reevaluation. Computers break down, trains are delayed. It's all about that with retro. It makes us slow down and reevaluate our lives, especially our thinking processes with Mercury. And this is the card of really upgrading your skills. So it's saying take your time to work more on your skills while things are delayed a little bit. Focus on upgrading your skills and fine-tuning them. And the next card is Archangel Raphael. So I'm going to read it. And I invite Raphael to bring healing and knowledge in my life. So this is a period of slowing down so you can go through a healing and you can, the knowledge is the wisdom of spirit. Let spirit move through you and guide you. So trusting, that card of trust came up first and foremost and is strong. Trusting that all is well and letting that healing energy manifest through you. And taking some time to upgrading those skills, honing in on things and just having more fun doing it, not worrying about when it's going to manifest. All right.
So this is for Rayanne. Was your grandfather have a really interesting sense of humor, kind of a funny guy? Because I would read this message, can I have a message reading about my grandfather who passed? And as soon as I read that, he's like, where did I go? I'm still right here with you. So pay attention, look around the symbols, the signs that we think, when the body departs, they went someplace, but the spirit is still here. It's just the body departing. So he just saw that past. I didn't go anyplace. I'm just right here. You just can't see me. But maybe pay attention to the signs, the symbols around you. Maybe you'll catch a photograph of him that you haven't seen for a while, a song, some kind of remembrance of him to remind you that he's still here. Let me pull some cards from this deck here. I'm feeling, let me pull. I'm just feeling there's two Earth Magic cards. See what he has to say with that. What he wants to convey. So we get the fairies, the Earth Magic. So the way I'm feeling this card with him is he's just returned home, if you will, that we get into these forms and then the Earth Magic is just simply going back into the energy, back into the essence. It's like we never die per se, we just transform into a different form. We're just constantly transforming because this body's going to fade away, but the spirit's still here and it's going to transform into something else and something else and something else. But the essence of who we are always remains. And this is really interesting too. The emergence card, it's all about transformation. He's emerging in new ways, new possibilities. Yes, you don't physically see him, but he's still giving you messages, signs, symbols around you, these omens. But we usually get too busy to notice maybe that photograph that's calling to you. Look at that. Or what about that book over there? I haven't looked at that for a while. And maybe there's, a little mark from your grandfather there, or something he would say, some kind of advice there. It might be in the book. It's just reminding you to just to pay attention. That's the biggest thing I get with him, that he's still with you. Pay attention. And he's also saying a funny TV show. He's just keep showing me a funny TV show is the best way to describe it. So maybe watch something on YouTube, because you probably can't find anymore. Find something on YouTube that he'd like to watch. And then I think that you'll feel him stronger at that point, I'm feeling.
Okay, love Angie. Okay. Let's see what we have here. This is Archangel Michael. This is a time to focus on healing and allowing yourself to have that period of time that is restorative. I feel like there's a lot of busyness and a lot of disappointment lately. Just to allow yourself to heal so that you can go to the next phase. But the first phase is healing. You're feeling your own inner strength of spirit and allowing the healing to occur. And this is vulnerability. So this is saying to me that when you approach relationships, you do it from a place of confidence, not with this feeling of neediness. Let go of that neediness and when am I going to meet someone, and just be powerful and strong, because that healing energy will be restorative. I feel like you need recuperation, recovery, restoration now, and then letting go of that vulnerability, that fear, that anxiety, because the more confident you are in yourself, the more and better energy you'll bring into your life and the better relationship. Next card is Ancestor Spirit. So this is saying follow your own path, and you don't have to necessarily follow a traditional path, but think outside the box. Maybe have a relationship that's just wild and crazy and more fun than traditional, tried and true. And the last card I'm pulling for you is, if you do that, there's going to be transcendence. So this transcendence about the realization is that you're not vulnerable, that you're strong, and that you have the confidence in yourself. And just think a little bit outside the box and cultivate patience. Okay.
Yeah, so if Rayanne's still here, the other message is just giving me is that you're not laughing enough, you're not enjoying life enough, you're not bringing yourself, you're not elevating your mood with humor. And that's sort of like his thing, is elevating mood with humor. Like some room was a really dour, really depressed, we just crack jokes, trying to lighten the mood. That's what I really feel like in there. Let me read for Jordan and see what.
Do my guides have any advice for connecting? Oh, lovely.
Well, if you really want to connect with your guides, the best way for that is to be here, to realize that you exist in this moment, and realize that you're sitting right now, that you're listening, that your feet on the floor, really engaging your sensations, getting to this moment, because that's where the guides are in this moment. They're not in the mind's fantasy world. Maybe see what the Shaman's Oracle deck has to say in addition to that.
Oh, you're welcome, love, Angie.
All right, so for Jordan, yeah, this is perfect. Shaman of the stars for Jordan, asking about guides, that you're connected to all the stars, you're connected to all your guides. You can't separate yourself from that. And then you also get the reconcile card. And if you look at the reconcile card, it's also connected to all these individuals, that there's no separation, that we're always interconnected to all things. So when I'm feeling these two cards is to connect to your guides, notice where the mind's in separation. You're going to hear them best when you're in unity with who you are, connected to all that is. That's when you get the messages the strongest. The mind's always living in the separation. It just blocks everything. You always remember unity.
Oh, Betty card. Hi, Betty.
And I'll read for Casey.
Yes, please. I feel drawn to pull two cards. Let's see what the energy. Again, I'm getting Dharma unfolding. This is the just allowing things to happen and just be in your own truth, and you will be guided. The path will open before you. There's no need to think or rethink or force. It's just a path. Let's see what path you're on. This is also activating the root chakra. So this is getting rid of that feeling of lack, because the root chakra has to do with survival, food and water, and the basics of life. You know, a roof over your head and food on the table. Uh, so what it's saying to me is just let go of that fear, that lack. Maybe I won't have enough, or I won't be taken care of. Just know that you're on a path of grace and joy, connecting and being appreciative and feeling gratitude every day. And that root chakra, connecting with the color red. So wearing more red and having more excitement in your life, and letting go of that feeling of I won't have enough. And this is what will emerge, the high priestess. So you have a lot of power in you and a lot of talent. I feel like the high priestess, in conjunction with the other cards, is saying to me, you're not using your talents enough, that you need to tap into those talents that you haven't used, because they're there. And this is the time not to procrastinate, because the path is unfolding, and get away from the basics. You have the basics. They're telling you you are supplied and supported, and just be that high priestess. Um, so it's an interesting reading.
All right, so this is for Casey. So let me see what the energy is around Casey is tonight. You're getting the belief card. So it's really having a belief in yourself, this unwavering belief in yourself, and not allowing the mind to create these doubts, these worries, these concerns. It's really having a belief in yourself. And from there, we're going to go with my double deck and pull some cards here to go along with the belief card. Let's take a look here. Not this one. This one and this one. Okay, so I got 3 Earth Magic cards out here for Casey to go with the belief card. Oh, so you're getting the Autumn Equinox, the release card. So let go of everything that doesn't serve you, that rattles your belief, that creates doubt in yourself. And the way you release that is by being here in this moment. Because the doubts only live in the mind, the fantasy world. They're not here in this moment. And your belief is strongest is when you're here in the moment. And I just looked at this strength card, just confirming what I said. Your strength is here in this moment. The doubts are the belief killers, if you will, that you can't do this. That's all nonsense, because you're one with the universe. You can do it all. And when you really have that belief and strength in yourself, and you're getting the lotus flower, the unfoldment, that the real you emerges when you're here in this moment, confident in yourself, believing in yourself, trusting yourself, and not allowing the mind to shake you, to create a wavering in your own faith and abilities.
Okay, for Betty, I got immediately that this was symbolic, that feeling of touch. What he's saying, he's grateful to have known you, that you touched his heart. The touch is about, I didn't expect this, because I would think it would be the other way around, but he feels that you touched his heart, and that he is just confirming that. Yes, he can see panoramically now everything, and see who you really are, who your son really is. And he feels grateful to have known you, and he feels like it's just a lot of love pouring out of him, and he wants you to know that he appreciates you. Um, oh, I see you touch your face. I feel it's the dad. I intuitively got him just saying he appreciates both of you. But let's just see for you. No, no, no. Let's just see for your daughter. This is just a lot of love around her. No, I feel it's the dad. I do. I feel strongly it's the dad. His energy, Sam was reading for someone else at the time, and he came right through. Just wants you to know how much he appreciates you, how he sees your worth, he sees your heart, He sees things differently now and is sorry that he couldn't connect with you differently in the flesh. Now he's trying to convey that message very strong. He's coming out strongly. So I believe it's him. Okay. You feel that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is him.
Yeah, definitely a real strong male energy here.
Yeah, he popping through. He wants to.
Very strong male
Yeah,
energy.
yeah.
All right. So you want to read for Henrika, or you want me to read for?
It's your turn, isn't it?
Why did I just?
Didn't
Yeah.
I just read for? Oh, I gave by. Oh, it's true. Yeah, it's my turn. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So Henrika W. Okay, I'll read. Excuse me, Sam. Okay. This is for Henrika. Oops, I pulled a card that has no, it's part of like the Joker in the deck. Okay. Oh, this is Archangel Raphael again. So once again, we're getting a lot of healing. There's a lot of angel energy around us tonight. And I'm feeling, well, I wonder why astrologically there's something going on in the heavens. I have to look up the ephemeris, but I feel like there's a lot of angel energy and uh, trying to heal the world. The world is going, and people are going through so much uh, trauma and everything. So I feel this is for globally, but also for you particularly, um, giving you healing and knowledge. So tapping into that inner wisdom that you have, Enrica. And this is Soul Flame. So this is a very spiritual time for you. You're getting the Archangel Raphael and the Soul Flame. That's telling me that this is a time of spiritual transformation that's subtle. It's not something that's hitting you in the head. It's not like transformation. You'll wake up and you'll look different and the world will be different. It's not like lightning struck card. It's subtle, but you are going through a transcendence and a transformation spiritually, and you need to connect with that and write down any dreams you have. Connect with your soul, really. And the next card is care and compassion. How do you do that? More self-care, more self-love. It doesn't mean that you're being narcissistic or you're being selfish. To be more self-centered in a good way, you need to focus more on you, to give yourself that care and compassion. If you're giving too much away, and you need to hold that in to heal yourself and love yourself, because you're going through a spiritual transformation, and sometimes it could be trying when we go through these spiritual changes, the trend, and it could be psychologically unsettling. And I feel like you're going through that now, that you don't realize exactly what it is, and I'm telling you what it is. And finally, there's a lot of love around you, and to tap into that love.
All right, so this is for Princess Nye asking about the year ahead. So let's do an energy card for the energy of the year.
Oh, we did that. I remember we did that energy readings for the year one night.
Yeah, so let's see. And then I'm also going to pull a word for you for the year. So you're going to get the energy and the word for the year for Princess Nye.
Oh, you're welcome, Betty. Anytime.
So the energy for the year is listen to life. It's really noticing and pay attention to the world around you. Not the way you want to see it, but actually how it is really listening and noticing, paying attention to what is happening around here. And beware of the perception, the bias of the perception. It's really about being present and being aware, like realize you're sitting where your feet are, and just noticing and really keep yourself grounded here. And then your card is to be, the word is youthful. So it's not about, youthful is about, having confidence, faith in yourself, not being so trapped up in the mind, the stories, the busyness. That creates the bias where you're not really listening to life. You're sort of like that youthful kid that just speaks his mind, doesn't have any filters, just enjoys life, doesn't create any stories about life. And that's what really that theme is for you, is just enjoying life, not creating stories about it, just appreciating it, how it's here in this moment.
Okay. Hi, Tammy. Let's see what we've got for you.
And then I'll read for Kathy next.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's slowing down. Oh, this is compassion. Now, we always get this kind of cards for you, giving away so much love. But this is saying that you're on the right path. You are meant to be a person of service to others. That's what warms your heart. But just release judgment about yourself. I feel like sometimes you can be hard on yourself. You can doubt. These fears start to creep in, and it interferes with the flow of life. Because it's when you relax, you open up a portal of energy. So that compassion pouring out of you is a good thing. Soul is meant to do that, but don't give too much away. And again, release judgment of yourself. This is a beautiful card. You've got the love and peace card. So this love and this peace is around you, but sometimes we get that inner turmoil and doubt. Am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? Let go of the fears and the doubts right now because they're interfering with your ability to heal yourself and move forward in the right direction. And this is saying the Arafat. This is about tradition. So this is about connecting with family and your past. Who are your ancestors and connecting with them in the tradition to keep the tradition alive, the family traditions, without overwhelming yourself. And the next card, I'm going to get one more, is the Archangel Raphael again. There's a lot of angel energy around you. And I feel like you are also, like a person I just read for, on the spiritual path. You're coming up a notch in the growth, in the spiritual growth. But it's a good time to connect with those ancestors and families. It'll give you a feeling of balance. I feel like your life's a little imbalanced now. You need to balance it out by having that very first card, that compassion towards yourself. Okay.
All right, Kathy, you like some direction in your life. It's rather interesting when I was tuning into you. I almost see like a spiritual guide, a female energy that's really like urging you to go a specific direction, like go this way, go this way. So I'm feeling maybe there's some signs or some kind of symbols around you. There's some kind of universal nudges, intuitive hits to telling you which way to go. So I think that's rather interesting. The signs and symbols, paying attention to
I
them.
get the symbol of an emerald for her, and I don't know what that means. A green, beautiful green stone.
All right, let me see, Kathy. Let me see what the energy is around you. Oh, look at this green, emerald green, the goodness card.
That's well, they can't see the color.
Not too well, but it's actually emerald green, and it's actually the goodness card.
Wow, right before you pull that.
So that means
double confirmation for this card.
So the goodness is seeing the good in life. Notice how the mind looks for the lack, the imperfections. So it's reminding you, look for the good in life. Beware the mind and lack. So with the green, the emerald is looking for the goodness. And green is also very healing. So you'll heal when you're in the positive frame of mind, if you will, as opposed to a negative frame of mind. So it's about seeing the positive in life. And let's go to the Shaman's Oracle deck
It's
as
amazing how a green card popped up.
An emerald green of all
emerald green.
It's emerald green. It's rather interesting.
It makes it more.
Yeah, and then the Shaman's card is
enhanced.
Then you're getting the friendship card. And right away I'm feeling being your own best friend, being your own advocate, your own supporter, not allowing this mind to beat you up. See the good that's in you and be friends with that. And then keeping hope alive. It's just believing and trusting and having faith in yourself. See the goodness in you, be your own best friend, and also notice the signs, the symbols around you. The universe is trying to get you to move in a certain direction, but we just have to stop, notice, and be in a place of seeing the good in life connects you with that deeper realm, if you will, the spiritual team, and they will guide you forward.
Thank you, Tammy and Henrika, for confirmation. You're very welcome. My pleasure.
Oh, emerald green is her birthday.
I knew it was.
She's getting like triple confirmation. It's really.
Just connect with that green. Wear green. Wear if you can get a gem, a green gem, and just focus on a crystal. If you could get a green crystal, and let that be your power, and hold it in your hand, because green is very important for you now. Oh my goodness. I forgot what sign the emerald is. I
don't know.
I should know that of all people.
All right, she has a green stone. Yeah, so yeah, your mom. Yeah, I feel that female energy with you,
that's
pointing
why
you the way.
Green is just Yeah, I don't usually get that. Okay.
So it looks like we have
Oh my
Carolyn
goodness,
Lewis.
we're so backed up, right?
Yeah, I think Carolyn Lewis is next.
You still care, Carolyn?
Oh, she's Gemini, Kathy.
Kathy's Gemini, the one with the green stone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mercury retrograde, so she's getting a lot of strong messages because when Mercury goes retrograde, Mercury rules Gemini, and Gemini's always had extra power during a retrograde. That's interesting too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's Carolyn Lewis, I think, is next.
So whose turn is it?
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm getting all buzzed out. Okay, this is for Carolyn Lewis. Hi.
That's because she's on the right path.
Oh, okay, let's see. Well, when you just take care of yourself, your path towards truth, again, I'm getting this card, is care and compassion, taking care of yourself. It's nurturing yourself, taking time every day for you to have that special time to go into your special place and do something fun for yourself. I feel like eating something junk food or just going on a shopping trip, being more in tune with the fun, to have more fun. That's what I feel you need right now. And the next card is integration. So this is integrating all the parts of your life into a whole. And how do you do that? By relaxing and having more enjoyment. And things are going to start to merge, come together. Things feel scattered and disorganized. And when you're relaxed and calm, you're going to feel that energy. Things will start to fall into place. There won't be the confusion, that you will know if you're on the right path. When you do things, they'll feel right. You're being more in that feeling energy. And this is a lot of generosity around you. So it's saying to me that be kind to others and be kind to yourself, but don't give everything away. Save something for you, care and compassion for you. And you will know that right path when you're on that feeling of, I feel it in my heart, it feels right. You know intuitively you're on the right path. And listen more to yourself. You're all over the place listening to other people. There's a lot of input, a lot of noise. You need to just focus and listen to the sounds of the universe and the messages, subtle messages being given to you. And you will know every time you make a decision, it will feel right or it won't. And you'll listen to that voice. Listen to yourself. If you don't, you will not get what you need in your life. Okay.
All right, Kate, this was rather interesting. When I was tuning into Kate, I just noticed I was holding really tightly onto my cards, like clenching my cards. Like, so maybe you're holding onto something really tight, Kate. Maybe this is what I'm feeling.
Jaw clenching.
Just something really tight, lots of tension. And let me look at the energy here. Oh, look at this, a new opening. Perfect. We can't open a new door if we're holding on, clenching onto a past door, a door that's closing. The mind's hanging onto it. I can't let this go. But they're saying you need to release, you need to let it go, you need to allow this new door to open. So that was rather interesting. So, Kate, what are you really clenching on, hanging on to? Like, no, this can't be, and just trying to keep that door, old door, open. But you need to release it so this new door can open. Rather interesting. And from there, we're going to pull a word card. Let's take a look. Let's see what the word is here. Oh, the one card. No one and nothing is against me. Rather interesting card, that you are one with all that is. That nothing is against you. The world is not against you. So you don't need to hold on tight. You need to let it go to allow this new door, new possibilities, become into unity. Realize that everything's unfolding the way it needs to unfold. But if we hang on to and try to keep the old door open, it prevents life from unfolding. And from there, I'm feeling cold to pull an animal card out here. Let me see which animal.
Everyone loves the animal cards.
Let me see. I'm feeling an animal here for Kate. Let's take a look here for Kate. Oh, look at this. Perfect. The frog, the purification, clearing out the clutter. And the clutter is, what are you hanging on to that's not serving you?
It keeps confirming.
You need to let that go and realize, let's clear out the junk. I need this new door to open up. And I can only do that when I clear out my closets and allow the goodness of the universe to come through.
Okay, Trisha Bush. Hi, Trisha. I would love a reading. Okay, let's see what we have. I feel drawn to fill two cards, and let's see what the opening cards are saying. Ascension. Oh, this is a feeling really comfortable with yourself and knowing that things are going to come to fruition. The Empress is about self enjoyment, enjoying being with yourself, being your own best friend. And it's a card of fertility, things coming to fruition, whether it means actually conceiving or it means conceiving ideas that lead to manifestations of our dreams and hopes and wishes. So you're very much into that female energy. The more you connect with the female receptive energy, the better off. It's not a yang time in your life, it's a yin, to relax and receive, to be the recipient, and for things to manifest. A lot of manifestation in the spring. Everything's blooming, so it's going to also mean that the springtime is a time of blossoming and changes in your life. And this is ascension. This is rising above the difficulties. The Empress is just relaxed in her own space, and she's not worried about all of these clutter and all of these problems. It's just allowing yourself to be in the moment, and the ascension happens, rising to higher self, feeling in tune with your own spirit. And if you do that, you're getting the card of infinite abundance. So it's opening up a portal of receptivity, because I feel like you're blocked. You're not allowing yourself to receive. You feel almost like guilty, like you're not deserving. Once we let go and we dispel that myth that you're not deserving, the infinite abundance is going to start to pour in. I'm going to stop here because I feel that this is enough information for you to work with.
All right, it looks like we're all caught up on the scroll.
Well,
So
we're actually 45 minutes in.
you'll be wrapping it up soon. So
Yeah,
if you
so,
if you need a message, let us know. Say hello.
I know we missed a lot of people in the beginning, so it was crazy. Like 10 people just joined at once. Would it be possible to read for my friend? I don't know. You're really good with the mediumship tonight, although I did get that.
Let's take
I
a.
don't know. Maybe we could both pull a card.
Let's see for 10. What? All right, Jane and her friend Rick.
Oh, let's see. I'm going to pull one. And this is transcend. This person has risen. And this is a time. This was supposed to happen. It was the time of passing. That this is the time it was supposed to take place. And that there shouldn't be any sadness. We understand that this was meant to be. What do you feel?
Let me pull this card here. When you pull transcendence, it's just remind me what I talked about earlier, that there is no death per se. It's just a transformation of form. We transform into different forms. The energy remains, just comes and goes in different forms. And the card I'm pulling on this was like their nurture card. It's really about her taking a time out, relaxing, allowing herself to grieve the way she needs to grieve, that there's no right way to grieve. That's the big thing, is most people think grief is prescribed a certain way and it's unique to that person. So it's really about, for her, for Jane, is really about taking that time out to nurture herself, to take care of herself and be okay with what she's going through.
Because it was the time. It was happened when it was supposed to. Okay. What is that? Oh, we read for Tricia, right?
Yes, we read
it's
for Tricia.
receive.
Yeah.
Oh, and I was saying she needs to receive more. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
We're tuned in tonight. This is a lot of angel energy. It's amazing.
Yeah, I think
It's a very spiritual evening. I've got to look up astrologically where the moon is and what's happening.
Yes, if you're watching, it's always helpful if you leave us reviews on the Soul Messages page. Because I know somebody mentioned that earlier, they left us a review on Soul Messages. So if you're finding our messages helpful, accurate, whatever, just leave a few comments. People know that, what we provide, and we just share every Monday night.
Okay, Cheryl just popped in. Hello, Cheryl. Okay, let's see what we've got for you. And then I think we'll be wrapping it up soon.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh, thumbs here. Oh. Okay. All right, this card, the first card I'm getting for you is letting go of doubts and fear. So I feel like you're lately doubting yourself, and it's preventing you from moving forward. Just letting go of that doubt, knowing that and trusting in yourself. And again, I'm getting Archangel Raphael. So this is bringing healing and knowledge into your life, and the knowledge that you are being taken care of. Just let those doubts and fears just fade away. They're kind of acting as a deterrent for doing something more fun, more interesting, more adventurous. I feel like you need to do more, have more adventure and excitement. And this is seeking the answers within yourself. So letting go of those doubts and fears and knowing that you will always end up with the right information if you're in tune with yourself. But just allowing yourself to move forward, giving yourself permission. But again, more adventure, more fun, more romance in your life. Be in love with life. And this is higher learning. So you are going through spiritual development, but it's saying also take time for you to just go out and just kick up your heels and have a grand old time. Because that fear and the doubt and the heaviness, this card that I pulled, is preventing you from moving forward. Even though you're in a spiritual place, you are ascending, you are learning, it's still saying that you need more time for fun.
All right. I'm not seeing what else here, so I'm going to pull the last card for tonight.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been 52 minutes, so it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, so I'm going to pull an animal to end the night. Let's see what animal.
Thank you, Tammy.
All right, let's take a look here. Oh, the animal card is the lynx, the discernment, looking beyond immediate appearances. This is one of the hardest skills to learn is discernment. What is actually true in this moment? Because the mind's giving us one story, but a heart is telling a different one. And the heart resides in truth. The soul, the spirit resides in truth. This mind's all based on our immediate appearance, the impression that we have, the perception of this moment.
Okay, let me see what I pulled. Oh, look at this. Care and compassion. Folks, take care of yourself, love yourself, don't judge yourself, and be true to yourself. Okay, those are good messages. You're welcome, Cheryl. Yes. Everyone who said thank you, everyone who allowed us to do this, we thank you so much, and we hope that we were helping you. If we did miss you today, sorry. We'll try to be diligent, and just next week, if we're here, just tune in and give us a shout out, and we'll read for you then. Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. Take good care of yourself. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.